I'm starting to think that DC's new cinematic universe is destined to fail, let me explain. To be clear, I'm talking about the box office success and just general audience interest in these films. I actually think they're going to be very good. The first reason I think it's going to flop is simply cinematic universes are dying out. Yes, the MCU was one of the biggest things in the world for a while, but they're one of the only examples of a successful cinematic universe, and even now people are getting tired of it because it's too much content to keep up with. And that's not even mentioning the fact that DC is just coming off of an incredibly failed cinematic universe. Like, look at these box office numbers for their latest movies domestically. Which brings me to the second point. Instead of a cinematic universe, they need to be focusing on standalone trilogies. Think of the movies that are doing super well at the box office lately. You have things like Barbie and Mario, huge IPs, but they're standalone movies that everybody can go and see. You don't need to do a ton of homework to keep up with these. Think of why Dune's so popular right now. Like, yes, it's based on a franchise, but there's one movie and its sequel, not an entire cinematic universe. Even look at other DC products, like The Batman is a standalone trilogy on its own. It did great at the box office, and part 2 is probably going to bring in close to $1 billion. I think DC would have a lot brighter of a future instead of doing cinematic universes, just doing a standalone Superman trilogy and a standalone Batman trilogy. The third problem is a lot of general audiences are not even going to understand that this is a new universe because of things like Viola Davis returning from the DCEU as the same character in Amanda Waller, or the fact that they're bringing Peacemaker back in a season 2 that's not going to be connected to season 1 or the DCEU in any way. If you're going in and doing a full reboot, even though you had some things that people really liked, I'm sorry, you have to let those go.